Hello, welcome to Unequal Sequel.
Extra.
I didn't even hear you say it.
Didn't you?
No.
I did. I definitely said it, right?
It just sounded like you went, yes.
Extra.
There we go.
I said it the first time. Yeah.
I might do some editing there, but if not, hello everyone, welcome. Hope you're all okay. It's been a long month. It's been one of those long months, and if it's like me, it's been a 5-week payday or one. Well, an absolute bitch of an event.
Because I've got a new job, I've gone from getting paid on the 15th of the month to the 30th of the month.
Welcome to my world.
It's been a 6-weeker.
Oh, that's even worse.
Yeah. I'm running on fumes.
Yeah. Thankfully, July is much shorter. Welcome, everyone. This is the end of month roundup. The Cuddle Club, we're going to call... I can't call it Cuddle Club because that's already a podcast. Like a warm hug of an end of month cuddle with me and Rich. Basically, when we just have a good old...
A big sweaty man hug.
Trying to sell it. As ever, thank you for listening. Rich, what have you been doing this month?
Oh, we've seen there's been lots of sequels this month.
It's been busy.
Just squeaking in the month right at the start was Fast X or Fast 10, your seatbelt, which we are calling it that. It's not calling itself that, but it should be. What else have we watched this month?
For a minute, I thought you wrote it down because you were so confident with the first one.
No, I just remembered the first one. So what else we watched? We watched Into the Spider-Verse, Across the Spider-Verse. Whatever the Spider-Verse one was, that was very good. Enjoyed that. We watched Transformers Rise of the Beasts.
Or as I wrote it the other day, Rise of the Beats.
Rise of the Beats. Probably a better movie, to be honest.
Probably a better film, yeah.
Yeah. And actually... probably a more accurate title because the Beast didn't really rise in it, and there were good tunes.
Yeah.
So Rise of the Beats. That
works better. Yeah.
And then we've also watched Extraction 2, and if you're another Slice listener, The Flash.
Yes, we also reviewed The Flash. That was available, and it still is available for anyone to listen to on Another Slice.
Absolutely free.
For free.
Gratis. You don't even have to subscribe. You can just listen to our Rambly Flash episode.
It's quite good fun.
No pounds.
And what else have we done on Another Slice?
We've rounded off Box Set Mentality with the Battle for the Planet of the Apes.
Yes, we did.
So that's been done. We've done our Disenfranchised of... I nearly said John Wick then, but it wasn't John Wick. It was John Carter. Not of Mars, but of Mars.
Of Mars.
Also the extra episode, the sequels to our interview episodes.
Forgot about them. We started season 5.
We've started season 5.
It's good.
Yeah, it is good. I was saying to my wife earlier, I think I've recorded 2 of my favourite episodes for this season.
Yes.
Like my absolute favourite stonking episodes we've ever recorded. We've
definitely
recorded the longest one.
Yes, I think that's... Well, we're going to see when I'm editing them now, and this is why I have no social life for the last month, because I've been basically working in the daytime, in the evening, doing podcasts. It's great having a second job you don't get paid for. Absolutely love it. But...
Yeah, it's cracking. I mean... We sort of get paid for it because we have ads now, but they don't pay very much.
Well, it's better than the kick in the teeth. But thank you for listening and listening to those ads. If it's the one about trains and saying, isn't it better to get the train into work? Fuck that ad, okay? Fuck that ad. Don't like that ad. But Bumble, McDonald's, whatever one's great. But that fucking train one, National Rail. Oh. No. Skip that one. Right. We've got a couple of emails because I kind of forgot to put out the shout of emails until quite late to record.
I mean, by quite late, you mean like an hour ago.
A few hours. Let's say a few hours ago. That's on me, okay?
Yeah.
That is on me. But thankfully, because we used to do these in an hour, these roundups, and recently, Rich, they've gone an hour and 15. So if we really knuckle down, like we haven't in the last 5 minutes. Really knuckle down. We can do this. We can get these under an hour.
To be honest, I've not watched a lot this month. It's been a busy month, so I haven't got a lot to talk about anyway.
That's good then. Okay, we are talking. Hello, Paul. Rich, say hello to Paul.
Hello, Paul. Is that the right name? Have you got the right name, Dave? You double-checked?
Still Paul. Yep, Paul.
Definitely. Good. Excellent.
He wrote, caught this episode extremely early on a Friday morning when unable to sleep. It was just after 4 a.m, and you'll be pleased to know that this did not send me back to the land of Nod. Thank you, Paul.
Which episode was that?
I'll get to that now because I don't know without reading it. I, like Rich, did not see the first movie at the cinema. This is about Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse.
Gotcha.
Right, we are now sailing. Okay. I, like Rich, did not see the first movie at the cinema. I had it on my planner for ages and put off watching it, believing it wouldn't be up to much. Boy, was I wrong. I flipping loved it and didn't hesitate in telling everyone who cared to listen how great it was. I think that's most people that saw the first film. And,
yeah. Agreed. Yeah.
I was determined I wasn't going to make the same mistake twice and couldn't wait to see the sequel as soon as it appeared at my local World of Sin. I absolutely loved it. Big screen, big sound, and a big story, which makes the runtime not an issue. Absolutely agree, Paul. You're all right. Yeah. As you guys know, there are so many great moments in this film, it would be pointless to try and list them all. Love the scene when Miles' parents are waiting for him in the teacher's office. Their exchanges and when Miles eventually turns up were great. There's also the scene in the store where Spot tries to steal the ATM and corrects this doorkeeper for calling it an ATM machine. Quote, what is the M for or something?
Yeah. That's what the M stands for,
Yeah. Biggest pendant going, it's a pin, not a pin number. Okay.
Yes, because the N in pin is number. So if you call it a pin number, you're calling it a personal identification number. Agreed, Paul. Agreed.
Good. He goes on. I was struck by how many children under 5 were at the screening. So many parents saw this as an animation and made the mistake of thinking cartoon.
Yeah, not really.
There was one father who spent about an hour alternative taking his 2 children, both under 3, to the toilet. After 90 minutes or so, he gave up and left. Oh. Yes, I had something similar. In The Flash, actually. Finally, with reference to my Return of the Jedi email, a reason I didn't go to the Odeon Milton Keynes to see the anniversary showing is because my unlimited card, and I wasn't that keen to see on the big screen that I wasn't going to pay. That's fair enough, Paul.
Yeah, that's fair.
Absolutely understand. We also live around Milton Keynes, and sometimes they're showing different films, and if it's not at the Odeon, then I'm thinking, fuck it, I'm not paying that. So
yeah.
Part of it if you're rich and got a child.
I won't be anymore.
Finally, I was so disgusted at Cineworld's treatment of Rich when he went to the not so autistic friendly screen at Cineworld Milton Keynes. I was so angry on his behalf that I wanted to complain to someone at my next visit. I do hope you took this further with them, but like you, I have often found their customer service very poor indeed.
Oh, that's very nice of you.
Did you chase it up? Have you heard anything from Cineworld?
I didn't, mate, to be honest.
Fuck them in the arse.
I mean, they're in administration, so...
Oh, yeah, that was you.
That was me. It wasn't me. I didn't put them in administration. I'm not responsible for that. Their poor management put them in administration.
Yeah.
Coupled with COVID. But yeah, thank you for that, Paul.
Thank you, Paul.
But no, I didn't take it further. I'm sorry. It was 25 quid, and I've been very busy.
It has. He started his new job. Have you and the boy watched Mario yet?
We have. I bought it on home premiere thing, and he absolutely loved it.
Oh, I was about to say we'll get to that later.
Oh, right, okay. I thought we talked about that last month, didn't we?
No, the last month was you being disgusted.
Oh, okay.
So that would have been the end of the story, but you completely jumped to the gun. And I've even written down Mario to remind myself. Okay, so also from Esteban, he's seen The Flash. We spoke about The Flash. Go listen to The Flash on Another Slice. That is Another Slice. It's available to everyone. Slice.
Yeah, it's free for everybody.
Hi chaps, just a quick shout after just seeing The Flash, technically a sequel in 2D at Cineworld. See, we're also a bit dodgy where that lands as well, but hey. Who the hell decided to let the newbies do the CGI in this? I thought it was a good story, bringing in all the other actors who made and nearly made other versions of the characters, but the CGI for the characters was often enough to drag you in with a jar and thump, and back to reality. The beginning scene with Ben Affleck, I should say spoilers, Batman was possibly done by completion of footage by fan films enthusiasts. Only fan films are done with more care and love for the subject.
Oh, okay.
And when Batfleck climbs up onto the bridge after the peril is over, who is that in the suit? It's not Ben, or has he had a stroke?
It's definitely not him. Yeah, you're right. I think Ben Affleck is actually in this movie in like one scene where he's basically got the bat mask on in one scene and is a stuntman in everything else.
Yeah. Also, the voice is weird for a while. I agree with that. I thought he sounded a little bit odd in his Batman voice. It wasn't the same voice he's been using for Justice League. I could go on like this. I would normally, but I would give Warner Bros. The benefit of the doubt that I'm just being pissy after spending £52 on 4 tickets to see a blockbuster that didn't look finished.
Fair. Yeah, I suppose. I quite enjoyed it.
Yeah, we quite enjoyed it. Listen to our review. We do give it a good thumping, but we like Michael Keaton, it seems, and we're easily pleased. It could have been so good if they spent as much time on the babies as they did on the Nick Cage cameo, rather than end up with the Twilight quality infants still loving your stuff. So he didn't like the babies either. Now, if you haven't seen The Flash, that's going to sound absolutely mental, by the way.
Yeah. I thought the concept of the babies was pretty good, but yeah, the CGI was ropey.
But you said it's intentional.
Well, I said I hope it's intentional. Because if it's not, that's bad. It's bad.
Yeah, I think there's but the nuts and bolts are there. It's actually an okay film, but it doesn't really matter because it's not making any money. So yeah, sorry, The Flash. Oh well, but go listen to that episode. That's on Another Slice. Did I mention Another Slice enough yet?
No. Go to anotherslice.com/unequal sequel and listen to our Flash episode for absolutely free.
Gratis,
for everyone. Nothing.
Yay.
Go listen to it. Yeah.
We're now going to smoothly move on. So thank you for everyone, those people that send messages. Again, there might have been other comments. I probably have missed them. If you do send the messages, I did send out a comment, and Regan, our regular listener down in Australia, told me she hadn't seen any of the sequels, but she's still listening. So, bless you, because we ruined those films, I think.
Yeah, we're not very good. You can tell we're not professional critics because we're not very good about talking about a movie without spoiling it.
No,
you know, yeah.
But we have done. I think Esteban said after our review of Extraction 2, he's going to watch Extraction 2 because he didn't think it would be much, and then, you know, a glowing review from us got him to watch it.
Nice.
So, good. Happy, everyone. Send your thoughts in next month, please. I will tell you what's coming up at the end of the episode. Love you all. Now, the news. We're going to do this so fucking quickly, Rich. Okay? We're not going to piss around. I do want your thoughts, but we're just going to keep it boom, 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 boom. Okay?
Yeah. Okay. Sequel news.
Sequel news. Okay, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. But a lot of them are quite quick.
So you want it quick, but you've got 7 bits of news.
Yeah, but some of them's like, one's changed their name.
Okay, let's go in order. 1.
Okay, they are Paddington 3, Paddington in Peru. All very exciting. They've added some cast, which is great. Olivia Colman's joining in.
Nice.
Antonio Banderas is joining in.
Nice.
Now which is great. I love to watch it. I think Olivia Colman's perfect for Paddington.
Yeah.
Bad news. Sally Hawkins is no longer playing Mrs. Brown. They are replacing Sally Hawkins with Emily Mortimer. Great actress. So they're playing the same character. So they're doing one of those.
Okay.
Hurts, doesn't it?
I'm not sure how I feel about that.
Yeah, because we love Sally Hawkins, and
Emily Mortimer's great, but Sally Hawkins is so good in those.
I hate recasting in franchises. It's like when Rachel Weisz didn't come back for The Mummy 3. It's just it's not right.
I feel a bit weird about that now.
I know, Rich.
I'm really looking forward to Paddington 3. I love Paddington 2, and I'm
really
I'm a bit worried now.
Olivia Colman.
Yes.
Olivia Colman.
Okay.
But,
well, I mean, Emily Mortimer's great.
Great.
So maybe she'll be brilliant, and I won't miss Sally Hawkins at all. But I'm still a bit sad.
No one plans to make a bad movie.
No, whoa.
Look,
Let's
no Paul
Let's
King.
not prejudge.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. No one plans. Every day's Christmas Eve. Whatever the words are, you're gripping onto. Okay, next one. Okay, this is just about trailer, but we have kind of discussed it with someone the other day. But Aaron Taylor Johnson is Kraven the Hunter. They released a trailer. It's mental. Russell Crowe is somehow back in this universe.
I don't like it. I don't like it. I'm sorry.
He gets his power from a lion bleeding on him.
Yeah.
Is that canon? Is that what happens in there?
I can't remember. I don't remember Kraven's origin story because I got into Spider-Man in the 90s and it was all well done by then.
Yeah.
But I used to love Kraven, who's really Russian, by the way.
He's not in this film.
He's not in this film. And they seem to be some sort of like animal lover in this movie.
His evil dad makes him shoot someone, but he doesn't shoot the lion, and the lion attacks him, and then Kraven the Hunter is born. I'm still not like, I don't feel good about these bad guys turning good guys Spider-Man films. It makes me very nervous after some of the few we've seen. But this could be the one. This could be the one that's good. You are the Spider-Man fan, I would say.
Yeah.
So out of the two of us, I think this is going to upset you more.
Yeah.
Are you reading how Kraven gets his powers?
No, I'm just feeling bad about potentially ruining my favourite Spider-Man baddie. Right.
And he is a baddie, right?
Oh yeah. He's like, I'm sure he's like Russian nobility or something in the like he's like ousted Russian nobility after the Russian Revolution or something like that. But he's very solidly Russian. And that does not. I didn't get that. I didn't get it from the trailer. I kind of watched the trailer and went, "Oh God, I don't want to watch this."
Well, Russell Crowe's doing another accent.
Well, which I think might be Russian, but who would know? It's Russell Crowe. You know,
he would tell you it's Russian.
Okay, seems like Australian crossed with Swedish, from what I could tell.
It's going to be a mess, but there is like glimpses of possibly the Rhino at the end of that, and I thought, well,
yeah,
that's another Spider-Man bad guy.
That is another Spider-Man bad guy, and I kind of like Aaron Taylor Johnson. I think he's decent. So who knows? Maybe I could just suspend my thoughts.
And the director's J.C. Chandor, which has done some quite good films. Like there's All Is Lost, the Robert Redford boat film, and he did a film with Oscar Isaac called A Most Violent Year, I believe. He's done some pretty good stuff, and this just doesn't feel. It's not giving me his vibe. So, but. You know, again, no one plans to make a bad film. Every day is your birthday, if you want to. I don't know where I'm going with this. I'm just saying we got to stay positive. And if we all stay positive, this will be a good film.
I'll stay positive.
It's not going to be a good film. Okay, more news. Believe it or not, there has been some more. Because of the writer's strike, I believe, a lot of things have now changed their date of when releasing. So, this is going to take a while. Well, not a while. But the new Captain America film is moving from May 24th to the 26th of August next year. Thunderbolts is going from now to the 20th December 2024. Blade is now 2025. Fantastic Four is now 2025. The Kang Dynasty is now 2026. Avengers Secret Wars is now 2027. I know, right? But then Avatar, which we thought we were getting at the end of next year, we thought, didn't we? 2024, has now moved to 19th December 2025. Avatar 4 is to...
I'm going to be an old age pensioner by the time we finish getting the Avatars, right?
4 is December... 21st December 2029, and Avatar. It gets worse. Avatar 5 is to the 19th of December 2031.
2031. So I will be 50. I'll be 50 by the time the bloody Avatar.
And you
finishes.
this will move again. This will move again. So, because that's a long time.
Yeah.
They're just going to dominate. But, you know, it is what it is. And everyone's going to keep seeing these Avatar films, even though they're pretty dull. Anyway, good news. Deadpool 3 has been brought forward to May the 3rd of 2024.
That's not that far away.
No, and then that's all you really need to know from us. But, well, I mean, there's some good news there. A couple of things being brought forward. But the big one is Avatar extending itself again.
And the next Spider-Verse is next year because they've already done it. It's already been made.
No. I heard reports the other day that they're not even close to finishing that film.
What?
Yeah.
They've said it's coming out next year.
I know they said, but there was some unnamed animators, I think it was this week, have said we're not even close to being done for next year. As in, they're still... I think that'll be moved back. But I won't report on that till it's official. It might happen. I don't think it is. Okay? I feel like I just keep giving you bad news.
You have just given me lots of bad news.
Next one is a joint story. Spoiler, Fast X. If you haven't seen Fast X and don't want to know what happens in the credits, turn off now. Okay, we are getting a Dwayne Johnson Hobbs, and this is spin-off movie.
Right.
It's going to be a separate movie to Fast X Part 2.
Okay.
Again, you look confused. So Part X...
Is it like Hobbs and Shaw 2?
No. So Part 2 of Fast X is now coming out on April 4th, 2025. So we've got to wait another year for this fucker to come out.
Yeah.
But between now and then, we are getting a Luke Hobbs solo film that will apparently link Part 1 to Part 2 of what Hobbs is doing, and hopefully how he is drawn into the whole Dante Reyes revenge scheme.
Okay.
So no, it's not Hobbs and Shaw 2.
Right.
It's a Hobbs 1.
Okay.
But
I mean,
it's getting
can he have
messy.
all his Samoan family in it, please? Because that's the best bit of Hobbs and Shaw.
What, his mum?
Yeah, pretty much. And his like Samoan brothers and stuff. Like, yeah, get them all in.
I was excited about Hobbs coming back because Dwight Johnson coming back.
Yeah,
but another film just really worries me, and I think I like Hobbs and Shaw. Actually, I do like Hobbs and Shaw, and I like The Rock as Hobbs, and they have to deliver. Because I would like a Hobbs and Shaw too, personally. I want to know who the bloody voice is. Hopefully we might find out. That might link it. You never know. It's a mess. This series is a mess. And is this what you want? Do you want a whole new film, or did you just want that in Part 2 of...
I thought they were just going to put it in Part 2.
He looks baffled, ladies and gents. He looks baffled.
I don't know, mate. I don't know what to do with that news. Seems an odd choice.
I just feel like I keep throwing stuff at you.
Hey, we'll see.
Yeah. Again, it's New Year's. It's happy times. Tomorrow we're going to Disneyland. That kind of thing. Yay. Okay, there was another trailer released this month for a sequel that is coming on September. And it is called The Expendables 4. And the slogan was, "We'll die when we're dead."
Okay. I've only seen one. I haven't seen 2 or 3.
Oh, well, you're going to have to do some catching up. I probably will have to watch
those then, when I get...
Because this has got Statham in. It's got Stallone in. This one's got Megan Fox in. And 50 Cent was really weird to see in here. There's a few returning characters, but not as many that there were in Expendables 3, which is... I quite enjoyed the third one. I really enjoyed the second one, actually. And... this one worries me.
I watched the first one
in
the cinema. I remember enjoying it.
Watch the second one. It's great. There's some really good stuff in there. But obviously, we're now getting a fourth one. There's a big gap between the third and the fourth one. There's some dodgy CGI in the trailer. Obviously, you're not excited about it because you haven't watched the rest of the films. I've watched all these films and went to the premiere of the third one, weirdly. And I can tell you, I'm excited for this. I enjoy these films. I think they're pretty dumb and stupid movies, but in a world of John Wick, Top Gun, Mission Impossible, I worry about this film because these are all old men throwing punches, and some of the editing in the third one is hilarious. It's so they're going to have to come up with something new to keep me interested and excited for it. But again, we're getting a puppy kind of day. It's all good news. I'm trying to be positive about everything because I feel like all of these have been bad news so far, apart from The Rock coming back and yay. Next bit of news. We're getting there. Captain 4 has changed its name from New World Order, so we can no longer call it Captain America NWO. It's now Captain America Brave New World, which sounds more Pocahontas to me than...
Yeah, it's a whole new world.
Don't you dare close your eyes. It's a brave new world. People don't come here to hear me sing. So that's quite a simple bit of news.
No. Especially seeing as I was singing Aladdin, I think, and you were singing Pocahontas. But anyway.
No, I think I was singing Aladdin, but I changed the words.
Oh, okay. Good.
We're both cool guys.
We are, yeah.
Last Super and final bit of news is last year we reviewed and watched Hocus Pocus 2.
We did.
And we both said, do you reckon there's going to be a third one?
Yeah.
I can't remember what we said.
But there's going to be a third one.
I think we said, hopefully not.
Yeah.
They're working on a third one, apparently. There is nods from the very highest people in Disney that... Yes, they're talking to all the main players. They've got a screenwriter, and they're hoping for a Hocus Pocus 3, which will absolutely delight my wife, who absolutely loves these films. She's a huge fan of the first one. She enjoyed the second one. I enjoyed the second one more than the first one. The first one makes me want to put like nails into my eyes. I've watched it that much.
I can't remember what we thought. So it must be fairly average, I guess.
And it wasn't aimed at us. So
No.
But Hocus Pocus 3 for the people that like Hocus Pocus, I'm delighted for you if it happens.
Lovely.
Positive.
Yes.
And that's all the news. And I'm
Lovely
tired.
News, Dave. Lovely bit of news.
Thank you.
And you said it wasn't going to be very long. We were going to whistle through it.
I think we whistled through that pretty well, okay?
Okay.
All
right,
I
believe you.
So what's next?
Sequels, what we've seen.
Sequels that we've seen. Sequels that we've seen. Sequels that we've seen. That's actually our theme tune for that one.
Is it? Is that it?
Yeah. I'm going to look at my list now and let me check. No. I have not watched any sequels this month. So, what have you seen?
Okay. We've watched loads of sequels because we've been watching
so many sequels
for season 5. So, we've watched a ton. But other than that, I've watched one sequel, and it was Fast 5. And the reason I watched Fast 5 is because my wife has never seen it.
Oh, that's a good... I was wondering, thinking, I just think he had such a bad time with Fast X that you quite enjoyed, or you really enjoyed it, and then you watched Fast 5, Fast X. Okay. Did she love it?
She didn't love it, but she didn't hate it. It was all right. She thought it was all right, I think. We did say, like, should we just watch all the Fast and Furious movies? And then after this one, she was a bit like, nah.
You should have started the first one, Rich.
Well, she did tell me that she's seen the second one multiple times because it was an ex-boyfriend's favourite film. And I was like, I'm glad he's an ex because that is
sounds like a dick.
Bad choice. Yeah.
I was about to say, did he like Max Power and all of that? But you like Max Power and stuff, don't you?
But I did, and I still think it's a shit film. Well,
that's the most Max Power film.
The worst one, anyway.
Yes, because you like all of them.
Yeah, I do like all of them, but that's the worst one.
Oh.
Although 9 might be. No, it's still 2, I think.
Big decisions to be made at some point in our lives when we have to redo that ranking.
Yeah.
Well, I'm glad she's watched it. I'm glad she kind of enjoyed it. I'm disappointed she's not going to watch the rest. If you think Fast 5 is okay, this series ain't for your wife.
Not for you. No.
Yeah. Move on. No. Try something else, Rich. What's he going to try next?
Don't know, mate. We'll see.
Did it break your heart a little bit when she said she didn't like it, or did you respect?
Oh, no, she didn't say she didn't like it. She just sort of went, it's all right. You know, wasn't like, yeah. Didn't really break my heart. I was just like, yeah, to be honest, that's the reaction I thought. I love it still. Me and her have watched another sequel just recently, but I can't talk about that because it will spoil an episode. So,
oh, yes.
Sorry.
Is it a good one, or was it a bad one, or was it a dream one?
No, it was super bad. It wasn't super bad. It was very bad.
I know the one he's talking about now. I haven't watched anything. I started to watch Transformers 2 Revenge of the Fallen before we watched Rise of the Beasts when I had COVID. I had COVID, I watched the first one, and then I just, honestly, I fell asleep kind of thing. I just felt so poorly, and I just haven't picked it up again. I'd
fall asleep anyway, even if I wasn't feeling poorly.
Yeah.
But hey, there we are.
But there we are. So we're moving on from sequels that we watched to...
Movie Club.
I've watched a few here, actually, looking at my list.
Yeah, I've watched a few. Not tons, but a few, yeah.
Any to get excited about?
Yeah. Maybe a couple.
Okay. I think
nothing. I didn't watch anything really new. That's the thing. All the stuff I've watched is relatively old, apart from the Super Mario Brothers movie, which we've already mentioned, which I think is okay.
Okay, you think it's okay, but your son?
Yeah, loved it.
Who's the most important?
Absolutely loved it. Yeah, he loved every second of it. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, loved it.
Do you own it now?
Probably watched it another 4. Yeah, I bought it, so we own it. He's probably watched it about another 5 times since then. In the 2.5 weeks it's been, or 3 weeks it's been since we got it.
I think every listener would just be at the moment going, "Oh, I'm so happy," because if your boy didn't like it,
yeah, that would have been bad.
That would have been
especially
bad,
as it was like 20 quid to buy it as well, like on home premiere.
You had to, though, Rich.
I had to. I couldn't not.
Chris Pratt as Mario. Whoa, that's some weird casting, isn't it?
That's a choice. Yeah, that's a choice. I actually think Jack Black as Bowser is a great choice. I think Charlie Day does all right as Luigi.
Yeah.
But yeah, Chris Pratt as Mario is
icky.
Weird. But then I don't think this movie is for us, really.
No.
It's a solid middle of the road 3-star movie.
Animation's quite good, and Donkey Kong, Seth Rogen's Donkey Kong's all right. It's all right.
Yeah, that's all right. Yeah.
What else you watched?
Yeah, I've watched The Whale.
You finally watched The Whale.
Yeah, I finally watched The Whale. I completely understand what you've been saying all along, is that it's a very good performance in a very average film.
Voila.
Yeah, I totally agree with you. Again, I think it's a 3-star movie, essentially, mainly because of that great performance.
Yeah.
I've also watched a couple of movies to scratch off the poster behind me over here.
You must be nearly there.
I've got one movie left. I've got Lagan to watch, which is a Bollywood movie, and that's the only one I've got left to watch. So I watched Enter the Dragon. I have bought it. I own it on DVD.
Oh, brilliant!
It's not available on Blu-ray, but I own it on DVD. I also own Enter the Dragon and 7 Samurai now.
Have to borrow them.
Enter the Dragon's good, but not my kind of thing. It's nice and short and zippy. It's quite fun. 7 Samurai is epic, and I cannot believe it was made in 1954. It looks so fucking good.
Oh, really? I need to borrow that.
You know the story of 7 Samurai because it's basically been used over and over again, from episodes of The Mandalorian to other movies and stuff. It's
Magnificent
even
Seven.
Young Guns is
exactly. Yeah,
basically 7 Samurai. But yeah, really good movie. Really enjoyed it. It's very long. It's all I will say. Is that strap yourself in. It's a long movie.
Once you've done this poster, what are you doing next? What's the next challenge?
I don't know. I don't know what I'd do once I've done the poster.
There must be another poster or something. Or
maybe.
How about there's a big book and it's called The 1001 Films to Watch Before You Die.
Okay.
I mean, that's a project.
That's going to take a while. Chances are I've watched a lot of them, I would guess.
You can maybe tick a few of them out.
Yeah. But that sounds like a good shout. I'd be up for
listeners, can you send in your thoughts on what Rich's next movie challenge is going to be, please?
What's my next challenge? Now I've finished my poster.
Because he looks lost.
I also watched 24 Hour Party People, which is a movie I already love. from 2002. Yeah, Steve Coogan as Tony Wilson, talking about the kind of the rise of the hacienda and that kind of Manchester scene, which is kind of around the time that I started to get into music. So it's all the kind of bands that I liked early on. So,
it's got a great cast, that, hasn't it? There's loads of people that pop up, and you're like, the young British cast, and you're like, oh, he's in it. Oh, he's in it.
It's an incredible cast. It really is. It's very, very good. Almost a perfect movie, I would say. I watched The Fabelmans, which the Spielberg one.
Yes.
Which I liked, but I didn't love.
I'll take it.
I liked it. I didn't love it. I think Michelle Williams is great. But then I've never seen Michelle Williams not be great. So I think that's a given. I think I actually really like Paul Dano. I think
Paul Dano's a great actor, mate.
He's a great actor. But I don't know, I just felt it was a bit saggy in places. I didn't really kind of come out of it going, I'm really into Spielberg now. I really kind of love that character. And I was no more than I was before anyway,
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I just felt it was a bit flabby in places.
Okay, I'm about to say it's so well made though, isn't it? But then you called it flabby.
Yeah. Sorry, mate.
I thought I'd be hotter on that than you. I really liked Fabelmans, but as I say in a very upcoming episode, you wouldn't send me to review a Spielberg movie because I have Spielberg goggles. I can't even deny it
so much.
Yeah. I wouldn't be the right choice.
No. And then the last thing I watched was a documentary about Bobby Robson, More Than the Manager, because he's one of my all-time heroes. And I met him when I was 7, and I've never forgotten it. And I think he's awesome.
Did you get his autograph at when you were 7?
I didn't get his autograph. I do have a photo of me with Bobby Robson, but I don't know where that photo is.
Oh, not so cool.
In some parent's loft or something somewhere, or
Is it like my dad signed
binned or something?
1966 World Cup winning squad signed. He's got a plane ticket that his granddad England team came back, and he got loads of the England team to sign it.
Wow.
That's like Bobby Moore, Cholton's on there, I think. Do you think he can find this? He cannot.
He's lost it.
He knew where it was, he thought, and then when he checked where it was, it's not anymore. Devastating.
That's gutting. That is gutting. So a little known fact, in 1988, when Bobby Robson was England manager, England played Aylesbury United, which is the town that I was living in at the time. I'd just moved there, I was 7.
That's bizarre.
It is bizarre. They played Aylesbury United.
Not like you're living in Aylesbury.
No. They played Aylesbury United, who were in the conference at the time. And so it would be like England playing like Wrexham, that kind of thing. And England won 7-0. But it was a proper full England team. Like Gary Lineker played, Peter Shilton was in goal, Peter Beardsley was playing. It was a warm up to the Euros, the 88 Euros, where we bombed out in the group stage. It was bad. But yeah, Bobby Robson was
obviously because you were practicing against Aylesbury.
Yeah, practicing against Aylesbury United on the way back from playing Turkey or something like that.
Yeah.
No, it wasn't at all. And met Bobby Robson. And I have a photo of me and Bobby Robson, me in an Aylesbury United shell suit.
Nice. Now, if anyone doesn't know who Bobby Robson is, do you want to tell them quickly?
Legendary football manager, managed England, managed Barcelona, managed Newcastle United, famously took Ipswich Town from nothing to winning the FA Cup, winning the UEFA Cup. He won the UEFA Cup with Ipswich Town. Come on.
Yeah.
Incredible man manager, and also someone that I look up to in terms of kind of management style now. So, I have a handwritten note of Bobby Robson's on my wall. It's not the actual note. It's a copy
the real
of the
one.
note. No, unfortunately not. That he wrote for a speech that he was giving to the French Football Federation about management, and it has 11 points for being a good manager. And I kind of have that stuck on my wall in my office. I'm looking at it right now, and I use that for being a good manager, essentially.
Well, I might have to look at that because I'm a rubbish manager.
What about you, mate? What have you been watching?
I've only got a few, to be honest. I rewatched Transformers. Again, we're going to this into somewhere else, but I still like that first Transformers live action movie. It's horribly edited, but it's fun, and I do enjoy it.
Yeah, it is fun. It is fun.
It does remind me how good Transformers can be in a decent film. Then the rest are just...
It's not as good as Bumblebee. It's better than everything else, essentially. Not as good as the 86 movie, obviously.
I've only watched Bumblebee once, and I enjoy... I think I remember enjoying Transformers more than Bumblebee. But
really?
We'll get to Bumblebee at somewhere down the road. I'm sure we will, and I'll change my mind.
Yeah.
I really do like that first Transformers film. What else did I watch? Apple TV, Ghosted, the Chris Evans, Anna de Armas romantic comedy action film directed by Dexter Fletcher. Not really. I mean, it's okay. I'm not quite sure how much of the time they're actually with each other. I think it's mainly filmed with body doubles, and I'm pretty sure Anna, whatever her name is wearing an awful wig for most of it. And if you want to cast someone as a loser, like an unlucky in love loser, don't cast one of the best looking men in the world.
Chris Evans is an unlucky in love loser.
He's far too good looking. He's literal
Captain America.
Exactly. Yeah. You should go away from that somewhere. We could have changed that. But there's some nice action. There's a really nice end action sequence in a revolving restaurant, which I thought I hadn't seen before. I hadn't seen a shootout in that environment, and I thought, you're getting a star for that. You're getting an extra star for that.
Yeah. And what we should say, Dexter Fletcher, lovely man. So we should support him as well.
Love Dexter Fletcher. Might as well tell a story while we're all telling stories. When I was a runner at my post-production place, Dexter Fletcher was making his first film, which Wild Bill, it's called. Go watch Wild Bill. It's fucking brilliant. When you're a runner, you're the lowest of the low, and no one really talks to you. And Dexter Fletcher would come in all the time to make his own cup of teas or whatever, and just have a chat with the runners and people. And he's a lovely, lovely man. And he would always give us time and answer questions or have a joke with us and actually show that we're alive, basically. Yeah. So I always got time for Dexter Fletcher. Plus his work is great. Like Rocket Man is such a good film.
It is a good film, yeah.
And he absolutely saved Bohemian Rhapsody. And, Wild Bill. Go and see Wild Bill. It's so good. Have you watched it, Rich? Wild Bill?
I haven't seen it, no.
It's really good. It's got Will Poulter, quite a young Will Poulter in it.
Okay.
And then lots of other British talent, because Dexter calls in his mates. Very good. You enjoy it. What else have I been watching? I watched something called The Lost King.
Right.
It's got Sally Hawkins in and Steve Coogan, and it's about a woman who has a little bit of obsession about finding the burial of Charles II, the one that was found in Leicester Car Park.
Richard III. Yeah.
Thank you. History's not my thing. History is not my thing. Richard III in a car park. It gets a bit weird, but it was okay. It's quite interesting. And it does show if you believe in something, go for it. There you go. Another film I watched is one called Emily, which is about Emily Bronte, who wrote Wuthering Heights, and her sister Charlotte wrote Jane Eyre. This is one I've been trying to watch for ages with the wife. She likes Wuthering Heights. And we tried to get to the press screening, and they sent us a link, and we couldn't get it to work as well. So... we finally watched Emily. She very much enjoyed it, and that was the plan. I thought it was okay. It's got that girl from Sex Education in that you watch.
Oh yeah, right. Which one?
I can't. The main.
There's quite a few in.
The blonde girl, the one who's just left. I think she has. Why can't?
Okay, yeah, I know who you mean. Yeah,
she's going to be a big star. Big star. And that was okay, but I haven't really watched anything this month to blow me away, apart from like Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse. Everything else, and Extraction 2, obviously, and I quite enjoyed The Flash. Stupidly, because I, taking too many hits to the head over the year. But like I said, guys, I have been doing a lot of editing.
Yeah, it's been quite a busy month, isn't it, mate?
Yep, but I'm looking forward to next month. Let's do TV Club.
Ooh, TV Club.
What have you been watching, sir? We can finally talk about Ted Lasso and Succession. You can talk about Succession.
Both Ted Lasso and Succession have finished. I would say Succession cements itself as an absolute masterpiece of television. And yeah, everyone should watch it. Everyone should watch it.
That's aimed at me.
And yeah, that's aimed at you, Dave. Go and watch it. Like,
I
you've got no excuse.
I really plan. I'm getting through something else first, and then I'm going on it. I promise you.
Okay. All right.
So it's like 3 series. Is it 3 series in the end?
Yeah, it's 3 series. Yeah, I think it was 3. Yeah.
Was it 4? I can't even remember.
I can't remember either, Dave, and I've watched it, but it's great. There are some episodes that are so good, just so good. Every episode is good, and then some are so good that
I gathered that just from the internet's reaction.
And it didn't end. It didn't end the way I expected it to either.
But really did it stick it? Did it stick the landing?
Oh yeah, it definitely stuck the landing. 100% stuck the landing. There's no lost here. I don't feel like I've wasted my life watching it like I have done the ending of some TV shows that I won't mention. Lost.
Walking Dead.
Lost. But not so. Walking Dead.
And Ted Lasso, 3 series.
Yeah.
I think we'll all agree the first season was the best season. Second season was strong. Third season had its ups and downs.
It did have its ups and downs, yeah.
But it gave more room for characters to talk, yeah.
Yeah. Final episode, actually quite a good ending, I think. And it does leave it open to lots of spin-offs.
I did warn you.
By all accounts, so many spin-offs. Since you warned me, I've done some research of my own, and it looks like there's going to be 45 spin-offs from Ted Lasso. But yeah, we'll see.
Were you happy how that ended?
I was joking. It won't be 45, but
no, but it's going to be a few. Was it satisfying?
Yeah, I think it was all right. I'm glad Ted was back home and happy.
Yeah, I think there's lots of just natural conclusions that it was always kind of going to be that way. I think certain people came home.
A Beard series.
I think that'd be wild and weird.
Yeah, I want a Coach Beard series of all those weird and wonderful Coach Beard episodes.
Yeah, I think that would be fun. So it's ended, and how do you feel about that?
Oh, right. I'm fine about it.
There's nothing. I don't think you can hate Ted Lasso.
I've got Shrinking to keep me going in that sense.
Shrinking.
There's a new episode of Trying, I think. A new series of Trying coming as well, I heard. So
last season of that as well. So that hopefully stick the landing of that as well for you.
Yeah.
And your second season of not Succession, the other one, Severance.
Oh yeah, Severance.
That's coming at some point. I believe again because of the writers' strike that is being delayed, like most things.
Of course, all the good stuff.
I'm a little bit worried about the writers' strike because it's now gone on for 7 weeks, and they should be paid what they're asking for, to be honest.
Excuse me, Hollywoods. Can you sort your
fucking
lives out, please? Because we've got a podcast to make here.
As long as this goes on, we're going to be in trouble at some point. And so
do you know what this leads to? You know what writers' strikes leads to? Bloody Quantum of Solace. That's what writers' strikes lead to, and nobody needs that. No one.
Don't want it. Don't want it. What else have you been watching, sir? I can.
Silo on talking of Apple TV.
Oh, you love Apple, don't you?
I do love Apple TV. I think it's got quality stuff on it. But yeah, Silo, I've been quite enjoying.
Just renewed for a season 2.
Oh, good. That's good.
People would be happy about that. I've heard that it's great.
It is great. It's gripping, I would suggest.
What is it? Is it a sci-fi?
Yes. It sort of is a sci-fi / detective sort of police procedural almost.
Oh, right. Okay. And it's got Rebecca Ferguson in, who I adore.
Rebecca Ferguson is the main character, who's great. Basically, it takes place after you're not exactly sure what's happened because it's 150 years after some sort of nuclear war, some sort of cataclysmic event.
And they're in a silo.
And the whole population of the Earth is 10,000 people living in an underground silo.
Ooh.
That goes like 400 stories into the Earth, kind of thing. Maybe it's not quite that much, but everyone lives in that silo, and nobody knows what the outside's like. And there's kind of Tim Robbins. There's like the sinister bloke kind of controlling stuff.
I like Tim Robbins.
Yeah, it's definitely worth watching. It's definitely worth watching.
Oh yeah, I really want to. Oh God, I've got so much to watch. Anything else?
Oh, and the Grand Tour. I watched the Grand Tour.
We both watched that because that's why I was 20 minutes late.
You just watched that as well.
I did, yes.
Euro Trip or whatever it's called.
Yes.
Yeah, and it's what the Grand Tour was in. I know Jeremy Clarkson and friends are not the best people. I still like watching them on TV.
I know. It's fun.
I disagree with almost everything they say, but I still find them entertaining.
I enjoyed when they were trying to decide what country to go to, and it turns out they're banned from
everywhere,
from most places. But I do like cars. I don't know a lot about cars, but I do appreciate cars, and I like landscapes and driving through landscapes, and I like their banter weirdly, and I like their pics of cars, and it works for me. Those three, they are getting old now, Rich.
They are getting old, yeah.
So
yeah, and seeing as Top Gear may never come back,
yes.
might be scraping the barrel for car shows soon.
But hasn't Grand Tours been? Is Jeremy Clarkson kicked off Amazon? I'm not quite sure because the marketing wasn't as big for this one as it normally is.
I don't know. I don't know.
I don't know what they have planned.
They've said they're kicking him off, but then they've said there'll definitely be another series of Clarkson's Farm. So
that's because it was a massive hit for them, Rich.
Yeah, it was. Yeah.
Let's see what
maybe
happens.
He's not as kicked off as they said.
Yeah. Did you watch the first episode of Secret Invasion, the new Marvel?
I did not. I have not watched it. I'm undecided if I'm going to watch it or not.
I'm only watching it because I do like the storyline. I think the Skrull invasion is an interesting one.
Yeah.
I always like Nick Fury, and I'm intrigued. It's quite a solid first episode. It lays the ground quite well, but as ever Marvel shows, we have to wait and see if it's satisfying or not by the end.
I think I'll start watching it towards the end.
And like we said, most of the Marvel TV stuff has been better than the Marvel movie stuff. So
True.
I'm going in confident about that. You know what else I've been watching? I'm just going to do a few things. When I had COVID, I started to watch Inside Number 9.
Oh, Inside Number 9 is great. I haven't seen the new series. But
No, I just finished the first series. And my favourite episode from the first series is the one when they do. You probably can't remember if you remember because it's like 8 years ago. Is when they do no speaking when they're trying to rob a picture from the wall.
I think I do remember that episode. Yeah,
thought it was absolutely brilliant. Like I thought it was so clever,
very clever.
And all these stories that are so dark, and I'm like, okay, well, strap in. Something bad's going to happen at some point in this story. So I'm enjoying that. And again, it's one of those series that has been on the list for literally forever. So I do get around to things eventually. I've done season 1 of 2 of Barry. Have you watched Barry with Bill Hader?
I've not watched Barry, no.
This will be my recommendation to you then, Rich. It's about Barry, who is a ex-Marine turned now hitman. And it's like this dark comedy. I think you'll enjoy it. And he doesn't want to be a hitman anymore. He wants to turn his life around, and somehow he has a go at being an actor, and he joins an acting class. And it's got Henry Winkler of it from the Fonz.
Okay.
And yeah, it's quite funny and it's dark. And
interesting.
Yeah, there's a character called Hank who's really funny. So that I've done season 1 and 2. That they finished that now. They've done 4 seasons, so it's not many. And I like when Bill Hader's doing serious parts.
Yeah.
So, but he still does make me laugh. The other thing I'm watching, I don't know if you've been watching it, is Freeview channel. Freeview? What's the thing on Amazon? Freve. Have you been watching Jury Duty?
No, I have not.
Right. Do you know anything about Jury Duty?
No, I do not.
Jury Duty, it's free for anyone. You don't have to sign up for Amazon to watch it. You just have to press the little Amazon button and it'll get you there. Okay. It's set around a jury case. So it's got 12 members of the jury, and it's a case 11 of those people and everyone else are actors. One person is a real person, but he doesn't know it's all fake that's happening around him. And thrown into all of that, so it's like a mockumentary documentary, if that makes sense.
Right, okay.
And do you know the actor James Marsden?
Yeah.
He's also on the jury.
Yes.
So he's playing like an amped up version of himself.
Right, okay. Cyclops James Marsden.
Yes.
James Marsden.
Yeah, sorry. Yes.
And the person who's not an actor doesn't realise that James Marsden...
no, he knows who James Marsden is. James Marsden made that very clear. He doesn't know who he is straight away, but James makes sure he knows who he is.
Okay, right. Quite good in Hop.
He's good in lots of things.
Hop.
He's always solid in most things, actually. It's very funny, and I'm running about 4 or 5 episodes into it, and how he hasn't kind of caught on that this thing's all fake is great. Right. But there's some really funny characters, and if you're a fan of like The American Office or Parks and Recs, it's kind of like that. It's kind of even filmed like that.
Okay.
But once I'm done, I'm going to have to do a big deep dive to see what happened afterwards. Like, I want to see his reaction when I don't know if they film it like when they tell him like, ta-da!
Yeah, they must do, surely. Like,
I cannot wait. But this poor guy, his name's Ronald. It's really good. And I can't imagine how they're going to do a second series of it, because people must know what's going on unless they change the job, if that makes sense.
Yeah, maybe.
But that would be Barry, Jury Duty. That would be my recommendations of TV.
Cool.
To watch.
Like it.
But I haven't been watching, I don't think anything else apart from Grand Tours that I thought was fun. Yeah, that's it. Again, I've just done lots of editing. So much editing.
Yes. Yeah, well done, mate.
Yeah.
You've done well. You've done really well. But yeah, we're there. Series 5.
Series 5. Let us know what you've been watching. Not you, Rich. You tell me. You guys listening. Yeah, you guys listening. Tell us what you've been watching. Any recommendations? Shall we move on to upcoming sequel releases?
Oh, yeah.
I don't know if there's a jingle, but here it goes. Upcoming sequel releases and other films.
Yeah.
Like that. Okay. It is a pretty solid month. I mean, the first thing we're going to talk about quickly, because it's coming out on the 30th of June, and that's when this is released, is Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny is out.
Yes.
I think it's out on the Thursday, actually, which is... Oh, I don't know when it's out. But
29.
That episode of us talking about that will be out on the 7th of July. 7th of July, you'll hear what Richard, the big fan of Indiana Jones, who wanted to be Indiana Jones, is... he thought of that film, and I'm quite excited.
I'm a bit worried.
So am I, sir.
I'm a bit worried because I saw a tweet that made me worried.
Again, Christmas Eve.
Yeah.
We all have different favourite bad movies, different opinions, until we watch it.
Essentially, someone said it wasn't as good as Crystal Skull.
Well, that is worrying. But
which
okay.
makes me so worried.
So worried. Other sequels coming out. We've got Insidious, The Red Door. Rich hasn't watched any of these. And there is a decision to be made by us if this is going to be our 14th of July episode or not.
Oh, God, I've got to watch a lot of Insidious if it is.
I think you've just got to watch 2 or 3 of them. Don't watch the one called The Last Key or Lost Key or The Last Key or something like that.
Okay.
But
I don't really want to watch any of them.
I think these are the kind of things you don't like.
Yeah.
The jumpy ones.
No, I don't mind the jumpy ones.
Have you watched The Conjuring?
It's the sort of the body horror ones.
No, you'll be fine. You'll be fine. Do you like The Conjuring?
I haven't watched The Conjurings, no.
Oh.
No.
Do you like ghosty ones? That's what it is like.
I find them quite boring, I think, is the problem.
That'd be fine. What a review we're going to have of that then.
I've seen Paranormal Activity, and I found it incredibly dull.
Even the first one?
Yeah, the first one's the only one I've seen. Yeah.
Oh, I thought it was good. I've watched all of them, I believe. Weirdly.
I think a lot of people find it good, and it's just me.
It's clever. It's made for £1, Rich.
Yeah,
we should appreciate that, of all people.
We should. I appreciate it being made for next to nothing. I just watched it at the cinema and thought,
you should watch the rest, because they really go somewhere with Paranormal Activity.
I don't want to watch the rest.
There's some really good scares though. There's a really good one in the third one, actually, when pans.
I'll take your word for it.
Okay, on the 12th of July, This is a biggie.
Yeah.
Mission Impossible Dead Reckoning Part 1.
And who would have thought, like a year ago, that I'd be excited about a Mission Impossible movie?
It's incredible, right?
Mad. I'd only seen the first one and didn't like it at that point. And now I've watched them all and I love them.
Yeah, because they're great. I'm a little bit disappointed because I somehow missed the tickets going on sale for the BFI IMAX. So I pretty much can't get in on that opening weekend. So, and that's when we have to kind of see it before we record. Of course, our episode is coming out on the 21st of July. That is the 21st of July, okay?
So again, more sequelness.
Yep.
So 3 new sequels to review next month.
Yes, and then the 28th is the roundup. Other films that are coming out, there's some big ones in this month.
Okay.
There is Oppenheimer, the Christopher Nolan new.
That is a big one.
That is a big one. On the same day as Barbie, Greta Gerwig's Barbie.
I mean, that's one hell of a double bill.
That is a day of cinema, isn't it?
I'm quite tempted to do that.
Nolan films are always an event, aren't they?
Yeah.
Good or bad, they'll get you talking, because Tenet is an absolute bizarre film, but somehow is enjoyable. Interstellar, I still haven't got to wrap my head around it, a lot of it, but I still like a lot of it.
You've got to put the pencil through the paper. Then it that's how you understand it, Dave. You put the pencil through the paper, then you get it.
But where's the cupboard and the bookcase come into that?
That's on the paper.
We're not going to have that discussion again. And now Barbie, we like Greta Gerwig. Little Bird, whatever it's called, I can't remember. Lady Bird, not Little Bird. I was thinking Little Women as well.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
She's great.
Yep.
Which one are you going to see out of them?
Well, Dial of Destiny first, obviously.
No, out of Oppenheimer and Barbie. I don't care.
Oppenheimer and Barbie.
Yeah.
I might watch them both on the same day.
What a day.
I might genuinely double bill it. And see how that scrambles my brain.
Which one were you going to do first then?
Okay.
Is Barbie the dessert?
I think I'll need Barbie after Oppenheimer. I think Oppenheimer has potential to make you go question your life choices and everything you know about the world.
Yeah.
And then Barbie will just be like, yeah, and pick it all up again.
I agree on that. And that's it, really. There's no other big releases. I think they're all running scared from Mission Impossible, Oppenheimer and Barbie. And that's that's a lot. And they're all coming out in like a week of each other. So let's see who makes the money there. Because the last couple of weeks at least, The Flash hasn't really made any money.
No.
The Elementals, whatever it's called in America, flopped to like Pixar's biggest flop. And that's all probably down to because we can watch it for free in about a month when they put it on Disney Plus, to be honest. So,
true, yeah.
And the reason The Flash didn't make any money is because, well, there's a few reasons, but mainly because they've cancelled it already.
Yeah. Did Rise of the Beasts make any money?
It's done all right.
Okay.
I think there was a period when it seemed quite easy to make $1 billion before like the pandemic and that. And now we're in a strange new time when I think if a film makes 500, 600 million, it should be looked as good business.
Yeah.
What film companies should be doing is making more 30 to 40 million pound films, I think. I don't know. Because they're putting all these like 200 million into a film and it's just they're not getting it back.
No.
And we're getting less films and they're all good for us because we do sequels, but in the end of the day, me and Rich are film fans and we want to watch fresh and new stuff. And if it's not out there to watch, we'll see what happens. Anyway, that's my rant. Rich, let's see him out.
Yes, probably should do that, shouldn't
I?
So we might have mentioned once or twice in this episode that we've got a subscription service on anotherslice.com/unequal sequel, where you can get loads of extra episodes in addition to these nice free ones for just $2.99 a month. It's not a lot of money. So get yourself over. You'll get a sequel to all the interview episodes. You'll get Box Set Mentality. You'll get Disenfranchised. You'll get all these kind of extra bits and bobs that we do. So head on over there. I think we're going to have some extra episodes on Another Slice, some sequel episodes that are almost as long as a normal episode. You know, we've talked for that long. So yeah, get on over there. pay $2.99, have a little listen. If you don't like it, you just spent $2.99. You don't have to keep your monthly subscription up. If you don't think it's good value, you don't have to keep doing it. But if you pay $2.99, you can listen to everything that's on there, and then decide if you want to keep it or not. Can't say fairer than that.
And there is a lot now.
There is a lot on there now. Yeah, absolutely. There's a lot of content. But we do understand that, times are tough and things like that. This will always be free. You can download us onto your pod player of choice, wherever you get your podcast from. If you do that, hit the little subscribe button, hit the like button, hit the 5-star button, whatever it is you can do. Tap us out a little review on Apple Podcasts. Even if you say we're rubbish, but give us a 5-star review, that's great. I mean, we've hit the top 50 in the Apple charts this month, which is always nice. So thank you very much for that, for everyone who's been listening, and hello to all the new listeners. We hope you're enjoying it. If you want to get in touch with us, and do you want to hear your comments read out in the end of month episode next month, like we've read out people's in this month, then send us an email, unequalsequel@hotmail.com, or you can get in touch on the old social media. We are at unequalsequel on Twitter and Instagram. And yeah, just keep listening, tell your friends, and we'll see you next time.
Yeah, on Another Slice, we are doing box set mentality. We're starting a new box set, which is very exciting. We nearly did Twilight, but I'm sure that's going to be the one after this one, okay? Tell your wife, Rich, we will get there, but I'm just not ready to go through that again.
She asked me again if we were doing Twilight the other day, and I was like, no, we're not. We're doing something else.
We're doing From Dusk Till Dawn. There is a trilogy. From Dusk Till Dawn, From Dusk Till Dawn 2, Texas Blood Money, From Dusk Till Dawn 3, The Hangman's Daughter, and I can imagine they're all classics. The first one is brilliant, so I'm really looking forward to watching that again. For Disenfranchised, we are doing Stargate. Fucking Stargate. Love
Finally,
Stargate.
A great movie.
Yep, can't wait for that as well. And like I said, Indiana Jones review, Mission Impossible review coming up. It's a big month for sequels and for us.
Also,
and all the sequels.
The rest of season 5.
Matt, season 5 is going to carry on. It finishes in August, right? Yes.
End of August. At the end of August, yeah. It will take you through all of July, all of August. Yeah.
It's a cracking season. I'm really proud of it, actually. Some really good stuff in there. Some great sequels, some great conversations, some great rambles about movies. It's really good.
Definitely.
So check all that out. It's gonna be a busy one. I've got nothing else to say, Rich. So it is an adios. Oh no, I'm not going to start that again. It's a bye. Bye from me. Just a normal, straightforward bye. Bye. And it's a bye from him.
Bye!
See you on the next one. Sequel to this one. Have a lovely week. What are you doing now? Got anything planned in July?
Well, I get to work from home for a lot of it because the school closes. So it's like summer holidays.
Oh.
I still have to work, but I get to work from home. So, yeah, nice plans for July. Sit in the garden with my laptop.
I've got to go into the office more, so...
Oh,
fuck.
But has your office got aircon though?
It has now. It's fixed. Yes, that's why I've got to go in now.
Okay.
This is the longest ending we've ever had.
Yeah, considering we were going to keep it short.
Yeah.